My nigga for life, man. You heard me? I'm stuck, you heard me, man? That's what we doing right here. You heard me?
She get from up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Quan, we this one. We all one around this motherfucker. You heard my nigga?
Oh, we got to.
Young Quan.
We got to.
You heard me? YSL Rich Gang, YMCMB, nigga, we want blood on everything. You heard? You did.
We got to see what it is.
Oh, man. You did?
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. That's right, man. Shout out to Bird, man. You know what I mean? For blessing me with this, man. You know what I mean? Rich Gang, come show it again. Shout out to Bird, man. I mean, it's official, man. Shout out to Bird, man. Rich Gang, man. See it, nigga. Rich Gang, YSL, Rich Homie, nigga, we in there. We ain't going nowhere. Know that. We're for a long time. Anyway,
you did what I'm saying.
We're for a long time, man. Shout out Word Stuff, Family Slash.
I'ma pull up, eat on that pussy and dip. I'ma keep one inside the chamber like whip. Baby girl smaller, she smaller than milk. And keep on my side like a fucking help. She gon' make sure I survive, she gon' do it well. Baby, I just want the vibes right under that belt. She just want me to keep them lies all to myself. And she gon' help me like she said the L. Did a lot of shit just to live this here lifestyle. Came straight from the bottom to the top of my lifestyle. Nigga living life like a beginning, this is only the beginning. Nigga, I'm on the top of the mountain, puffing on clouds, and niggas still beginning.
Hit her from the back, she like, all she know is, money to the ceiling like, thug sign it. If you got a problem, shoot gun like, stupid hoe like, condo full of,
Couple rollers, yes I rollers, and I pull up on that little nigga, but bless a nigga, know that it. Where your heart at, I won't pour that up like my wedding, she know that she the bomb, nigga, load it in. And they bitchin' know they fucking and they suckin' when they get inside that bed with me and me, you. Hey, and she fucking if I say so, plus she suckin' if I say so, when she love it, if I say so. And we fuckin', we gon' pay em. How the fuck I'm gon' buy a phone pay? I'ma come a week later, I'ma spread that pussy out like an acre. She on the cover fader, and she say it's my time like flavor. Plus I ain't no way fishing, but I bait em. Ain't no living like slave.
So, man, bro, it's 2014. Atlanta's running a rap game. I mean, that ass, bro. But something different is brewing under Bird's man wing, bro. You got Young Thug, bro, who was the alien. Rich Homie Quan, the melodic street poet. And somehow they formed the most unexpected legendary duo in mixtape history, bro. This is the Lord, the classic Rich Gang the Tour Part 1. So, man, to really talk about this era and break it down, bro, you have to really take it back 2 years prior and shit, bro. Before Rich Gang was the Thug plus like Quan duo we now praise as, it started as Cash Money / YMCMB type of like compilation and kind of like a compilation tape with all them collectibles and shit. A way for Birdman to flex the reach of his label empire post Young Money. Rich Gang in 2013 was more of a label compilation tape, bro. Tracks like Tap Out with Lil Wayne, Nicki, all them, etc. But it felt like a showcase for the YMCMB roster, not a real group in a way, you know, because it had like, and that ass was a mix of like Lil Wayne, all the Young Money people. Kind of like big name rappers, like Future was kind of a part of it. It was kind of like big name rappers that was obviously established and shit like that. Just compiled in a new thing called Rich Gang and shit like that. Cause it was kind of out of nowhere when the whole era kind of kicked off and shit. I just remember the Birdman coming out of nowhere just every time and just kept saying Rich Gang. It was all, that's all you really kept seeing at the time. So, you know, in 2013, bro, when he dropped the Rich Gang self-titled album and shit, it had tracks on established artists, but not no real cohesion, bro. It was more like we rich, we flashy, but not nothing cultural defining that like the Rich Gang tape like in 2014 did and shit like that, bro. Because there was already established people on there and shit like that, so it didn't really make it no different than what the hell like, they was doing, you know, any other time prior and shit. You know, they had R. Kelly and all them, like, you know, just a lot of big names on this tape. Nicki Minaj. It just wasn't nothing that was defining that they already was doing at the time. But by the end of 2013, things started shifting. Birdman always with an executive eye saw a new wave building and bubbling coming up, and it wasn't coming from Wayne to Drake anymore. Young Thug had just broken out with Stoner in late 2013, bro, a viral hit, Spaced Out Flows. You know, Danny Glover was also going crazy and shit, and then Rich Homie was also buzzing with Type of Way, you know, Walk Through and all them setters, you know, with the Still Going In tapes, etc. and shit. So it was like really Birdman tapped into the Atlanta youth movement, not by signing them to YMCMB, but kind of like pairing them under the Rich Gang banner and shit. Instead of being a label sampler, Rich Gang now became a full-on artist movement, bro. Melodic street rap, unmatched chemistry, and raw energy. And it wasn't some throwaway collab, bro. This was two of Atlanta's hottest names, blending styles and pushing the culture forward all under Birdman executive vision. It's like literally, bro, what started as a label flex turned into a blueprint for a new South and rap duo, and once Thug and Quan got in the booth together, it was over. I always like to say that it kind of was like a reminder of like Outkast in a way. Now, like I said, I'm not comparing Outkast and them like with the same thing. It's not the same thing, but if you think about it, cause Thug was so like just so witty, his style was so unpredictable, and just he had so many flows and shit. Where you had Quan, who was kind of like the big boy of the group, who was like, you know, made pain, aggression, music, all that shit like that in one, bro. But it kind of blended so well together, bro. That what made that shit work. And you know, before the tape dropped, bro, even before the tape dropped, the visual rollout was the marketing, bro. There wasn't no big budget label campaign, no radio interviews, no traditional promo run. It was all about the aesthetic, bro. Lifestyle was the first major hint of what was coming, bro. It dropped in June 2014 with a cinematic video directed by BLB, an underground legend known for grainy style, surreal visuals that literally became and went on to kind of be the like nigga that behind many music videos of that time and shit, especially in Thug catalog, because he became Thug go-to like music video nigga at the time. Video showed Thug, Quan, and Birdman living exactly what the song said: yachts, jets, stack of cash, luxury hotels, tour buses. But it wasn't a shot like a typical flashy rap video. The camera angles were slow, floating, almost dreamy with odd zooms and pauses. BLB made rap look like fashion, giving Rich Gang his visual identity, bro, before the tape even dropped, bro. And like I said, the gritty VH style videos, bro, following lifestyle, they just kept flooding YouTube with raw, constant visuals, bro. Like I said, videos like Flavor, Milk Marie, Freestyle, Javinci, etc. Those wasn't polished mainstream videos, bro. They were VHS glitchy tour bus film studio footage heavy, bro. Fast cuts, neon filters, flash eye lenses, and like that ass, bro. And it went so well with what the music was talking about, bro. And an internet takeover, not label push. None of these visuals were promoted traditionally, bro. No Vivo drops, no radio premieres. They would literally just upload it on YouTube on pages like BLB or Rich Gang or even fan accounts, bro. The videos spread through like via Tumblr, Twitter, Dat Piff home pages, and live mixtapes front pages, bro. It was like blog era 2.0 marketing, bro. The like internet did the work and the imagery stuck, bro. Like I said earlier, bro, this was a brand new sound in rap, bro. From the very first track, literally on the tape, didn't sound anything that was out in 2014, bro. It wasn't really like traditional trap, bro. It wasn't full R&B. It was something literally different, cinematic, and melodic, bro. London on the track, produced the majority of the tape, bro, with a few assistants for like Isaac Flame and all them. These wasn't just beats, bro. They was composures, bro. Violins, bro. Pianos, layered synths, choirs, deep 808s, and it felt luxury but painful and grind, but still street. London brought that emotional to trap, and it wasn't just banger anymore, bro. It's like take it to Young Thug, bro. This like era marked Thug's full evolution from like Danny Glover, bro, shot rapper into a melodic genius, bro. His delivery was that ass, bro. Unpredictable, bro. High pitched scratch, but bent vowels sounding like a human instrument, bro. Raw emotion, bro. You might not catch the lyrics, but you'll feel the pain, the joy, and the flex, bro. That was the beauty of Thug music at the time, though. It's like he brought all that new shit and made it all into one, bro. And that what made that whole shit struck gold, bro. And then you got Rich Homie, bro, who's the soul and the structure, bro. Quan brought the emotional grinding, bro. His vocals was like censored, bro, heartfelt and gritty, bro. Often used harmonies and layered hooks to give the song replay value, bro. While Thug floated into space, Quan kept things grounded with a sounding gospel feel, bro. I think of it like this, bro. Thug was like the chaotic energy, and Quan was like the heartfelt clarity, bro. Together, bro, it made a perfect balance. And that's another reason why I feel like London on the track was really like the kind of like key producer of this shit, because he literally understood how Thug used his voice like an instrument, so he made beats that like had that opening space movement, bro. And with Quan, bro, he like leaned into like, you know, like melodic. The shit Quan was doing on this tape was kind of like, it went so well with the beats production, bro. And you could tell that these wasn't just beats for hire, bro. They were custom fit compositions, bro. It sounded like they was in the studio while London was cooking up these beats, bro. That's how so well the chemistry was with the beats. And like I said, to take it back to Lifestyle, bro. Lifestyle dropped in June 5th, 2014. And the moment it hit, it felt different, bro. Produced by London on the track, it was lush and melodic and almost spiritual, not just another trap song. It peaked on the Hot Billboard top 10 and went platinum, even with people literally not knowing the lyrics, bro. Because at the time, bro, that's literally what the song was like. The lore behind the song is that people couldn't understand what the fuck Thug was saying on the track, bro. Like, a lot of people couldn't understand, bro. Even like me at the time, like, even at the time, cause it was, like I said, it was very different than what the fuck was going on and shit like that, bro. And just so much shit that came from this song, the shit we found out from this song years later. Like, I think Quan said that this was like the first song that they ever recorded together type shit. And if that's true, bro, I personally don't 100% believe it. But at the same time, it's like it could be true to an extent, because the chemistry that they had on this song, it just made it feel like this could have been the first song that they made together, bro. But that what Quan says that and shit like that, bro. He states that in many interviews when he was alive that was the first song they recorded. But take it with a grain of salt. Tell you that this song did numbers and wonders, bro. It took over Vine, Twitter, music blog, etc., bro. Think pieces dropped trying to decode with Thug verse, and the memes that went with that shit was all over the place, bro. It was kind of like a cultural moment, bro. And Quan verse on this song was literally like his peak mainstream moment, bro. Rich Homie accorded the song his clearest, most radio-ready verse to date, bro. He brought the emotion clear to fire, bro, like that ass, bro. Cause you had Thug who was going ham on his verse and all this, the hook. Quan came in, I do it for my mama, I do it for my dad. Like, Quan came in spazzing, bro. It wasn't just a feature, it was like a statement verse, but and it literally was like I said, bro, it literally composed and showed that, like, bro, these niggas right here is something different, bro. And it was way before the tape even dropped, bro, so it showed that chemistry was very strong from the beginning. And man, bro, September 29th, 2014, bro, they will officially drop Rich Gang the Tour Part 1, bro, on this day, bro. And it was a surprise drop when I remember when it dropped it. Like, it didn't have no label push, no iTunes, no nothing, bro. It kind of just dropped, like, on that day, bro. Just straight to the streets and the blogs for free, bro. It dropped like a mixtape, but played like a damn near album in a way. I mean, that ass, bro. Like, bro, I remember this shit dropping, like, when it first dropped, bro. This shit was all over the place. You couldn't escape nowhere without bumping this tape, bro. Everybody has this tape on repeat, bro, whether they say they didn't or whether they say they did, bro. The chemistry on this tape was crazy, but the songs on this legendary tape, bro, we gotta give it to, bro. Javinci was crazy, my nigga.
At Javinci, my toes and my bros and my hoes. Javinci, my toes and my bros and my hoes. For sure, for sure. Javinci, my toes and my bros and my hoes. For sure, for sure. Javinci, my toes and my bros and my hoes. And that is for sure, is for sure.
War Ready is fire, nigga. Come on.
We ready. We got gun, blow, machete. You don't want no beef, no spaghetti. Premium gas, no unleaded. Ain't tryna preach like a reverend. I wanna see if she ready. Cut, bang, fuck. Ayy, shooting the eagle, no desert.
Come on, but Flavor with Birdman is insane, bro.
Pop a roller, yes, I roll it, and I pull up on that little nigga, but bless a nigga, know that it.
Where your heart at, I'ma pour it all like my weight, and she know that she the bond, nigga, load it, say.
Little nigga, and they bitchin' know they fucking and they suckin' when they get inside that bed with me and me, you. Hey, like she fucking if I say so, plus she suckin' if I say so, and she love it if I say so.
If we fuckin', we gon' pay them. How the fuck I'm gon' buy a phone, pay them?
Come on, bro. Milk Marie with Quan is insane, bro.
Gang. Milk Marie, she got a pretty pussy called pink, cause a nigga fell in love with it. She got a thing for me, I got a thing for her. Never ever let her get away from me. No. She don't yield at stop signs. Little shawty on go, yeah.
Pull Up fire, nigga.
Magic City, body, bitch, wallet, make me
Pull up.
Molly cleaner than the stylist, plus I pulled up.
If a nigga come around talking about me, better believe my nigga gon'
Pull up,
chop dance. He gon' make your bitch ass
pull up.
Freestyle is a banger, bruh. If you know, you fucking know, bruh. The lore behind that song.
My baby mama just put me on child support. Fuck a warrant, ain't going to court. Don't care what them white folks say, I just wanna see my little boy. Go to school, be a man, and sign up for college, boy. Don't be a fool, be a man. What you think that Nally for?
7:30, bruh. Crazy, nigga.
I'm a stank little baby, yeah, spoiled. Fuck nigga, cannot be blood, he might as well be royal. Blue, shoot up the coupe, rich gang. Pull up and out as it car, ready smoke the fuck nigga like Snoop. Rich and Pat Thug of the boot, take out like a troop. Buzz up with me back in 21, got to loot.
Beat it up, nigga. It's fire, nigga. I know it is crazy, bruh.
I know, but you know Quan, I know. Say what? I know.
Come on, bruh. Man, motherfucker, I got it with Pee Wee Longway. It's crazy. Tell them lies.
He gon' look over these bitches like terms and conditions. I'ma move her out the trenches and buy her a billion. I'ma fuck her then hold on to her like she was missing. I'ma pull on that wave and hair cause it's in your rimming. I grab the key, she wanna ride with me. She tied the knot so she can die with me. She say she can do the same thing, it's 5 bitches. So what you do? So I went and fired them 5 bitches.
Bruh, everybody know this fucking song, bruh. Like, this was a tape for its time, bro. Classic after banger, bruh. And like I said, the chemistry was unreal on this tape, bruh. 20 tracks, bro. No skips, all originals, bro. No Drake feature, no Wayne feature, no gimmicks, just Thug and Quan and Birdman, all on this one tape going insane, bro. They chemistry was like the tape secret repping, bro. They never felt like they was competing. Instead, but they complemented each other so well, bro. Quan brought that soulful storytelling, and Thug brought that asthmatic melodics, bro, and just wild, unpredictable nature flows that was all defined on this tape, bro. They layered hooks, harmonized chords, and even finished each other flows, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro, it was also Outkast type shit, bro, like, in a way, but Atlanta street version, bro. Like, it really was like that. That's why this tape was like so, like, it wasn't even the sound of the tape, it was the chemistry. That was the most important thing to me personally, the chemistry on this tape, bro. Like, it showed that Thug and Quan was like, man, like, for these niggas to make completely different music, like, and they like solo shit and blend in so well, bro. Like, you couldn't tell me at the time that wasn't a brainstorm, bro. That's why I always got to give my credit to Birdman, bro, no matter where it is. People talk about Birdman all you want, bro, but you can't deny that nigga got a good ear for music, bro. He gave us Lil Wayne. He gave us Wayne them, bro. So you got to think about it, bro. But pairing these two together, bro, and just realizing that, like, these two would sound good on a song and just a whole tape, you can't deny Birdman genius with that, bro. I'ma always have respect for Birdman just off that alone. And you know, the blog era, they praised it immediately, bro. 2 Boys Deep, bro. Hot New Hip Hop Complex, The Fader, etc., bro. Even Pitchfork gave the tape serious love, bro. Critics was calling it album quality mixtape, bro. One of the best collab tapes of the decade. And just proof that Thug and Quan could have ruled the world together, bro. No other project in 2014 that was free had that type of level of production, bro. And we got legendary shit in 2014. This is Monster, Future, etc., all that shit. But this tape right here literally is like the like holy grail of tapes from 2014, bro. At me if you want to. And that ass, bro, what do you do when you got a first tape going insane, bro? I mean, the name is literally Rich Gang The Tour Part 1, bro. They was already speculating. There was already hints of a part 2 already in the works and shit like that, bro. And it really is a part 2. Like, people think that, oh, they should have dropped. No, it really is a part 2. It just never got followed up. It because of hella shit that went behind it, bro. But literally as late as 2014, bro, like in London, all that was already hinting at a follow-up, bro. After the viral success of the first one, bro, fans assumed that a sequel was automatic, bro. And like literally, bro, snippets, all type of shit that was already confirmed as the next one. Even preview beats and said they working on the part 2 and shit. And unofficial snippets started surfing like crazy, bro. Like songs like Shooting Star, Kent, Rory, Autumn, etc., bro. They sounded like the tour part 1 on steroids, bro. Even more melodic, polished, and focused, bro. But then that's when the fallout in 2015 became, bro. Things fell apart fast, bro. By mid 2015, Rich Homie Quan was already distancing himself from Thug and shit. You know, he was going on radio and shit saying that I was never signed to Rich Gang. I was just rocking with them out of love and shit. He claimed that he wanted to focus more on his solo career. Rumors started spreading behind the scenes that tensions like over money, all that, etc. and shit. But literally, but like by 2015, bro, things was already getting rocky. And we all know the lore and all the shit that went behind, that truly really happened behind the scenes, you know, with Thug, you know, like with the shit with the Big Nut situation, you know, the Wire fan, all that shit, and just Quan just didn't really want to get himself involved in either side type shit. So it kind of had Quan in a rocky spot in his career, like stemming from him working, being a part of like the shit with Thug, you know, being a part with TLG, like Lucci, all them, etc. and shit. So it's just hella shit that goes crazy. But Thug went on the stage in 2014 saying fuck Rich Homie Quan. Fans were shocked, bro. The duo that once had the flawless chemistry was now beefing in public, bro. Meanwhile, bro, and this also was when Birdman was going through the shit with Lil Wayne, the fallout. So it's just hella shit that was going on that was coming to 2015, bro. And that's when it was confirmed that officially, bro. And then also the tape was kind of leaked too, bro. Cause I think Birdman didn't pay like a studio, like that he didn't pay studios and some shit like this. The era when Birdman wasn't paying niggas, so Birdman didn't pay the studio and all them. None, like I think he didn't pay for the sections or something. So the nigga who was in the studio, part of it or something, ended up leaking like all the shits like that. He leaked like hella Thug songs, kind of few Quan songs, but majority of the shit was kind of like a lot of songs from the tour part 2. So that's also another factor that plays in like why this shit never dropped too. It's just, man, the influence and all that shit that goes behind this tape it's just so noticeable in today's music, bro. Because before the game, like before the tour part 1, trap was mostly just hard 808s, aggressive delivery and street energy. But when Thug and Quan flipped that, bro, they brought the emotional, melodic, and vulnerability without losing that Atlanta grit, bro. London on the track literally showed that all that shit was possible, bro. This was trap music with range, bro. It wasn't just about selling bricks, bro. It was about feelings, bro. Brotherhood, lost to luxury, bro. And literally, bro, like I said, the blueprint for a generation, bro. Like, let's be real, bro. Half of today's melodic music trap wouldn't exist without this tape being out, bro. Like Lil Baby, for example, bro. That melodic, emotional auto-tune delivery, bro. All that was kind of Quan plus Thug foundation, like Lil Baby and Gunna, all them niggas, bro. All that came from them niggas. Roddy Ricch, bro, the pain, the harmonies, straight from Quan's playbook, bro. Like YNW, it's hella artists that really showcase. Many people states in interviews that like that some people that has influence from this tape and shit like that. It really showed all that, bro. That's why I always say that this tape really plays a key factor of what the fuck that like that today's music became, bro. And it even became the influence of hella shit, bro, because a lot of tapes and a lot of artists wanted to do collab tapes out of this, bro. Because don't get me wrong, rappers was doing collab tapes, but they wasn't doing it to an extent as like Quan and Thug. They was like at the height of their career early on, bro. And I like to say this a lot, bro, when it comes to like Quan, bro. Quan was kind of bigger than Thug at the time, though. So the Thug that we all loved and became to know, that wasn't really present, like that wasn't at that time, at least it wasn't that prominent, because Thug was still getting called out for like his music, you know, the gay allegations, all that shit. You know, Quan was still like going crazy with like Type of A and all that shit. So he was making a name for himself and shit like that, man. So it's just so crazy that a lot of shit that stemmed from this tape, bro. And I really hate that, like, a lot of unfortunate shit that happened, bro. But the lore and the chemistry, bro, will never be recreated, bro. None of that shit won't be created. But this mixtape is literally, bro, no skills. It's literally the perfect castle of 2014 Atlanta, bro. Like, you know, at a time when the streets, the blogs, and the charts were disconnected, Rich Gang the Tour Part 1 brought it all together, bro. Even though the Part 2 never came out, and what we got was timeless than a bitch, nigga. Rest in peace to Rich Homie Quan, man. Life forever, bro. That shit is always would be insane to say, man. Thug is out here, bro. Now I know we in an era where it's not looking too good for Thug, like, you know, personality wise and shit like that, bro. But none of that would never defeats that he dropped the legendary tape in 2014, bro. Him and Quan, this duo will always be respected. Nothing will never come close to it. And like I said, man, one time for Rich Homie Quan in the comments, man. And Nothing will never, this shit will never be duplicated. No matter how many times niggas tried it, it will never be duplicated, bro. It never will. And that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap this video up. If y'all enjoyed this video, man, y'all give this video a big ass thumbs up, man, bro. Look, bro, I love y'all so much, man. And I just want to say, man, this has been one of the oddest, like, years of my life when it came to the YouTube jump, bro. This channel has been blossoming like crazy, but we almost at 12K, y'all. We started this, but when these videos were starting to pop out, bro, we was at like 3,000, 4,000 subscribers, I think. So it's so crazy to see all that, to see where we at now, bro. So I love and appreciate all y'all for real, bro. Y'all know, man, I gotta give my praise to God, of course, man, for waking me up on this beautiful day, and waking y'all up for watching this too, man. It's a lot of stuff y'all could be doing, but y'all taking the time out your day to watch me, man. So I really thoroughly appreciate that, man, like always. I love y'all, man. Y'all should know this, bro. None of this shit wouldn't be possible without y'all. So, and shout out to God, of course. None of this won't be possible without him. And I just want to say, man, I got way more videos coming soon, bro. And like I said, man, I just don't want y'all to think that, like, these the only videos I'm making. Like, no, I'm still gonna do, we still on normal schedule. I just feel like these videos right here, I just want to do something different with the channel and when it comes to type videos. And I just like to give my respect and credit to tapes that did something to me in my life. So that's also another factor that plays in it. Like I said, man, check the community post on the page, man. That's when I ask y'all, you know, what y'all want to see. I let y'all know what's coming out. You know, comment down what you want to see too, man. Let me know what lore video you want, or just let me know what video you want in general, bro. You know, I'm never skipping out on shit, bro. When I get to it, I'm gonna get to it, man, of course. So just let me know, bro. Just hear me out in the comments, bro. Just let me know, bro. And I really had no prior announcements, man. I love y'all. And yeah, man. Squad.